Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Chatty CRC here on SFPV. Everybody's been in this situation here before. We have a Unify 5 volt and the UFL connector has popped off and we're left with like the black silicone and all that kind of stuff. No shrink wrap, no heat sink, tape, none of that stuff. So we are going to get this thing prepped, re-siliconed, re-shrink wrapped. We're going to apply some heat transfer tape and we are going to stick it to this plate here, which is going to wire up and mount it on top of the Proton. So the first thing we're going to need is of course our VTX, and we are going to need the Permatex black silicone here. You can use goop. Definitely don't recommend using hot glue because it will melt due to heat. And we're going to need something to apply it with. I've got an old flathead screwdriver here. And what I'm going to do is squirt some up here. And grab a load of it. And I want my right angle right there. So make sure you have your UFL set into position well. Pull off all the extra stuff if you need to, and then you are going to just apply this to the UFL itself and maybe get a little bit down the sides here and down the back side, so that way we have a good seal and a good bond. And that's going to take a little bit of time to set up, so when that sets up we will be right back. So it's been about 15 minutes and this stuff gets pretty hard and a little tacky. So I think we are going to be ready to go ahead and heat shrink that. I have went ahead and got the wiring set up on the Proton. So we're going to take the heat shrink here and just slip this over. And we made it too big, so I'm going to cut some relief here. I want enough so the heat shrink will actually come down over top of that. That should do it. Alright, so we got that shrinked on there. And now the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to grab a few of our heat pads. These come from DigiKey. They come in all kinds of different sizes. So these are a little bit small, but they will work just fine. We'll just double them up a little bit. And they're pretty sticky, so if you have, I would say, a hobby knife or something like that, applying them would probably be a little bit easier. I'm going to put 2 on here though, so I can cover the entire board, so I don't need to be worried about being that pretty. Okay, and we got those on there. Gonna grab the Proton, and here is the lead for the Unify, and I'm gonna pop that on there. I'm just gonna put 1 bolt down real quick to kind of hold that board down into position. And then I'm also gonna grab my mount for the Proton and slip the Unify pigtail through and screw an antenna on. Make sure it's nice and tight, and I'm going to slip the mount down over the standoffs, and put the Unify down right there. Just like that. So now everything's glued into place. We got heat transfer tape on there. It's going to keep it stuck on there. And that's it.